Stadium. Young lad, Alkaline, I play. Say, Shirley, America's moment. Loud. Could I be a yard or foreigner just loud?
So we saw Rum Bar, right? Rum Bar came out, and Rum Bar is saying they want to sponsor new rule or new rules, right? 2025 in Jamaica, Trelawny, Jamaica. Now, to some people, that might be like, okay, well, whatever, but that's a big deal. It's actually a great look for Alkaline, right? And that's what we want to talk about. New rules this year, and like I said, we see Rum Bar is saying, well, hey, the way Alkaline is doing its thing right now, right? The way Alkaline is moving, and new rules, to me, it's gonna be a staple. It's gonna be a staple, a staple in Jamaica, a Jamaican brand. And I have my reasons why I'm saying this. It's just like I'm surprised Popcorn is not, pushing the Unruly Fest. You know what I mean? It was an annual thing. Well, it started out as an annual thing. I think we got it for like 3 years. And I don't know, we're not seeing Popcorn, really pushing that, New Rules Fest. Like how Alkaline is really pushing this, the Unruly Fest. Why I'm saying New Rules, the Unruly Fest. But it's not like how I'm seeing Alkaline is, really pushing this New Rules, festival. And it's been an annual thing. I think from Alkaline did it in 2017. I think he just skipped 1 year if I'm not mistaken. But if you understand what I'm saying, it's an annual thing. And this year, Rum Bar decided to say, well, okay, I guess the return of Alkaline in Jamaica, new rules again, well, they're going to take the burden off of the, the artist's hand, so to speak, like, instead of you, because Alkaline, the last time I checked, he's independent, right? So he might have different collaborators, just like how, like I said, like how we see Rum Bar is saying, well, look, right now we want to sponsor New Rule 2025 this year. Alkaline return to Jamaica, Trelawny, whatever the case may be. It's a great look because I'm looking at it and I'm saying, as an independent artist for Rum Bar, saying, well, they are gonna take on that responsibility to, sponsor this event. It's a great look. You understand? So it's like Alkaline is just paying to be there, right? And it's because of his name and it's because of his fest new rules. That check is gonna look, great. Even though the deal, like I said, because I don't think they would be promoting it. Alkaline team will be promoting it, or even Rum Bar without, that deal already, or that contract already being signed. But it's a great look, and that check is gonna look well hefty. I don't know the capacity. I should have did my research on that. Trelawny Stadium. Should have did my research on that. But I think this return of Alkaline to Jamaica, New Rules this year is gonna, leave an impact. And why I'm saying that is because if you notice, a lot of Alkaline has been overseas. Actually, if you ask the vendor to funds them, I think it's gonna, unless they know for sure, if you ask them where Alkaline live, I'm sure that, that might be a 50-50, answer. But or where Alkaline is based right now, it would be a 50-50 answer if you ask me. But his return to Jamaica, Trelawny, I think it's yeah, because every artist trying to fly out right now and do it internationally. And like I said, Alkaline's been doing it. So to me, the return, while everybody's trying to fly out of Jamaica, right, and get their visa, like we see, what's going on right now, leaving. I think Alkaline, this is going to be kind of like his return, you know, to Jamaica. New rules this year, Trelawny, and I think it's going to be, you know, it's going to, well, obviously it's going to be successful because it's Alkaline, and with the sponsors, we don't know, who else we're going to see on the lineup. That's the next thing. I'm waiting to see like the roster, who's gonna be performing, on Alkaline New Rules, this year. I'm waiting to see who's gonna be performing. So the list of artists that's gonna be there is gonna be very interesting. And when they do drop that, I'm gonna keep you guys posted, or give you guys an update on that. But it's a lot of things surrounding this show right now that I think is gonna be an epic, return of Alkaline to Jamaica. That's just my opinion. And a lot of people are gonna anticipate this one, like I said. And then when you see all of the other artists, them now. That was stuck in Jamaica now trying to leave, and Alkaline is returning with the new rules. It kind of, I don't know, it kind of it kind of like stands out to me. Oh, I'm looking at it right now, and I'm saying to myself, yo, I think this one is going to be epic. This is why I'm giving you guys this update, because this is just my opinion. I'm just saying this one is going to be epic, and then you need that buzz on the ground. It's been a while, Alkaline, to be honest. That I think I haven't been on the ground like for a minute and just settle into get back in tune, I should say, with with the people on the ground. But yeah, I think this year new rules. New Rules Fest 2025 is gonna be epic. That's just my opinion. But I'm waiting to see. It's still gonna be a lot of interesting things. Even before the event. There's gonna be a lot of interesting things. So what I mean, wagwan. See, so. But we just have to wait and see, though. You know what I mean? Yeah, we would just have to wait and see. Like, okay, what's gonna be the outcome? The turnout. The people them that's there. Yeah, we would just have to wait and see. But right now, I think a lot of people are, especially the vendetta fans, them, I think they're anticipating that show, that event. And I think this one is going to be a major one. I think this one is going to be a major one for Alkaline. But especially this year. See? So, yeah, And then with Rum Bar endorsing it and actually sponsoring, because that's what I'm hearing right now. You know what I mean? That and they're gonna have limited bottles, a limited edition of bottles just for this new rules this year. That tells you a lot. So to me, it's like Alkaline. Even though people might say vendetta fans, dancehall music lovers, whatever. They might say, "Well, Hardball TV, I disagree with you." But I think this is when you see things like these, right, start happening, where you have, like a liquor or a spirit brand, right, picking up a major event like New Rules and sponsoring it, right? It speaks a lot, you know. And to me, it's like, you know, once you pay just to be there, that's when you know you have arrived. You know, you mightn't reach there, right? Or reach where, or reach where you want to be, but like I said, you know you have arrived. You know, and you know, I think, like I said, this year New Rules is gonna be, you know, something to talk about. All right, but we just gonna leave it right there, you know. And like I said, shout out to you know, Rum Bar. Shout out to, you know, Alkaline. Shout out to the whole team, Kerry Berry, you know, his manager, management team, you know, the whole thing, you know. Yeah, man, it's a great move, and it's a great look this year, you know, for Alkaline. Smart move. Like I said, the return this year to Jamaica, I think, is just going to be something to look forward for. Alkaline back in Jamaica on the ground. New Rules 2025. Trust me. Yeah, man. I'm my thing. And hopefully, like I said, while he's there, or before New Rules, Alkaline, you know, before we reach there, Alkaline performing at New Rules in Jamaica. Hopefully we get some new releases, same way some new music. All right. So, like I said, I'm just gonna keep you guys posted, and yeah, keep you guys updated. But right now it's looking great for New Rules 2025. You know, Trelawny Stadium, Jamaica. It's a great look. You know what I mean? So, with that said, people, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Hit that notification bell. Make sure the bell is ringing. So every time, you know, we go live or drop a update, you guys will be notified. All right? With that said, bless up on yourself. While good. Until the next notification, I'm out.
Say I know I feel proud, see him so we go Defi taffy, every general day and we lively family thing, yeah we good now fight to Glamity where them gyal walk with a trouble as it is when me fi do them have me heart, you know.